Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning. And welcome. If you are new here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, to stay updated on all things new. And today is our May setup, and I'm actually going to show you guys what I do before I do a setup video. I normally will go and look at my calendar. I do keep up with a Google Calendar. It's just convenient for me, and I like to go in and write down the dates in my yearly perpetual calendar so that I can, you'll see. But so this is normally what I do before I go to film, and it's been true to form. Now the laptop is a new piece, but I always normally do check my calendar, and I was doing it on my phone before, but this nice big view on the laptop here is fabulous. And speaking of views and nice and big, I did something. I ordered a Samsung Smart Monitor M8, and it's gonna be here tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm excited because I'm moving my workflow all into Samsung. I am really not mad at it. Like, I thought it would be a very hard transition, but it's been really smooth, and I love the new software. Everything is moving very nicely. So I'm gonna be getting that one. I got it in the, well, I'm not going to tell you what color I got it in. I want you to guess. What color do you think I got my smart monitor in? If you've never seen the Samsung smart monitors and you have a tablet or a Samsung laptop or whatever, definitely consider getting one of these bad boys. They have an M7 as well that's a little bit older than the M8, but it still does the same stuff for the most part. You can do decks on it. You can do, like, it has some extremely awesome features that will work seamlessly with your other Samsung devices, which is why I wanted to get the Samsung monitor and not just any other kind of monitor, because I want the benefits of having the full ecosystem for my workspace and my workflow. So yeah, I'm excited to do the unboxing and to give you guys my thought process on it. I have to give you guys a review on this laptop because I am in love. I love using it so much. It's so convenient for me to make stuff on it. Everything you saw inside of May's box was made on this laptop. The only things that were not were the covers, because I like to use Procreate. Aside from that, everything else was done on this laptop in the program that I like to use. So yeah, I'm peachy keen loving it. So May is actually going to be a pretty busy month. I was trying here to think about how I can space in some family activities. So I just kind of left those out for now because we have dental appointments for the kids coming up at the very start, literally May 1st. And then May 4th, we're supposed to be going to shadow their school. And we wanted to go, I know my husband wants to go that same Monday to La Paria for dinner. So I was like, okay, that kind of works because we have to go down to that side of town anyway to do their dentist. And it works because the restaurant is literally like maybe 5-10 minutes from there. It's where we used to live. We live a little bit farther from it now, so it's a little difficult, but since we're going to be down there, it would be cool to like grab dinner down there and let the kids have dinner there and then come home and just do our little nighttime routine. But anywho, we'll talk more about that. Let's talk about this daggone box. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty, you guys. If you can't tell, I mean, I'm in love with it. I did a lot of different filming angles, by the way, for this video, so trust and believe this is not the only filming angle you're gonna see. I just wanted to try some things out. My next big purchase, now that I have my monitor and my laptop, is going to be a new camera. So that's going to be my next big thing, but I need my husband's help for that because he's a camera guy. He knows all the stuff, the ins and outs, so we're going to be shopping around for the best camera to get for this particular type of filming and all that stuff. So that'll be the next thing. I know he wants to get the treadmill. That's going to be coming within this month. And then we still have to get flight tickets, which will be happening this month as well. Like I said, this month is going to be pretty expensive. Pretty expensive, but it's going to be worth it. We got a lot of things we got to do. I know we want to fly out to we have to fly out for California, to California, because my sister is going to be graduating medical school, well, nursing school. She is doing a phenomenal job. She will be graduating with honors. So I'm so excited. We'll be going out there to go see her graduate and spend some time with my mom. I haven't seen my mom in 3 years. So it's actually more than 3 years now. I think it's a little over 3 years. So it's been a long time. So I'm excited to see my mom. And, you know, just... yeah, I'm not even going to get into it because I'll get emotional. But anyways, so I am setting up my wallpaper, and I did a tutorial in the Facebook group on how I did my widgets, but I love using the YouTube widgets, which is why this month's wallpaper is very plain on the right side, because I wanted room for all of the things that I like to have at a glance. Now that my schedule's gotten a lot busier, and it's going to just keep getting busier because of my kids and my daughter, she's going to be starting homeschooling, so I have a lot of lessons to prepare, and then I have to teach other children, because the Christian homeschool co-op, the way it works is it's parent-led. So I will be responsible for teaching 4 hours out of the week, depending on whatever grade and whatever topic they give me, because the new parents get whatever topics are left, whereas the parents who have been with them for a while get to choose. So I would have to really prepare and, you know, make sure that I'm not teaching crap, because obviously this is other people's children. And so we will be going 2 days out of the week for that. So that means I would have to prepare and be ready for that kind of thing. On top of that, you know, there's still home stuff that I have to keep organized and whatnot, and the business, which, I mean, has so many levels of, you know, so I'm going to have to really be strategic. I'm going to have real filming days where I legit actually film all my reels, because I'm not going to have time during the week. And then I'm going to have to, like, it's basically, I need my workflow to be so seamless that it's just immaculate. So for June, what I'm going to have to do with the Patreon for June is when I do a box, because Patreon does it for the subscription billing, you get charged for the month that you, on the day that you pay for. So say if you subscribe on the 12th, that means that on the 12th, that's your payment date. So that's when you would get charged for your thing. But for subscriptions, because I put the box out at a specific time, that really works out kind of weird, and I didn't think about that. Of course, I trust you all, and I know you're not going to try to jip me or anything like that. But plus, I can block you. Look, I can block you and make sure that you can't get into stuff anymore. So you would literally be risking it all if you tried something like that. But regardless, what I want to do is basically what will happen on the date that you're charged is the date you'll get your box. So it won't be on the 25th of every month. It'll start on the 25th and roll out that way. So if you subscribe to my Patreon on the 6th of April, that's your payment date. So that means that you would get your box on the 6th of every month. Now, if you want to combat this, this is up to you, because I can't change the payment date for you. You have to go into your settings and change your payment date. If you want the box earlier, you'll have to adjust your payment date so you can get it earlier. This will be implemented in June. I'm not going to do it right now, but I am going to be doing it for June, just to make sure that you're paying first before you're receiving your box. And then also, which I put this everywhere, but I'm going to say it in this video, moving forward as well, the box will be removed from the Patreon page. Now, of course, when I do the messages, we won't have to worry about this. This is the only month where this will be happening, where I take the box out of the Patreon on the 7th. So on the 8th, basically, there will not be a box in there. So if you subscribe, you will have to wait until that next month to get your message with your box in it. So it's just a couple of things, you know. Because Patreon is a really good platform, but it does have some caveats to it that I'm finding out. This is only my 2nd month. So like I said, we're learning this together. But yeah, that'll be something that I will have to change, just to make sure that I'm making the money that I'm putting out, you know, to get these things done. So it's cool. But anywho, yeah, this box, like, when I went in to plan with this, like, literally after I watched my own video, because I was tired naturally. But after I saw the box, I got my tablet and I was like, I'm going to film, because I feel like playing with these things, and I'm ahead of schedule, because if you watched my plan with me for the week, I wasn't supposed to get this filmed, edited, and out until the 28th. So I'm 3 days ahead, which is great. I like to be ahead of schedule. So I like to set my dates out further out, which gives me wiggle room in case anything happens. I'm like, oh, it's cool, because I have time. So yeah, I'm getting this thing out earlier, so I will actually have more time off, which is nice. It'll be fun because I have my smart monitor. I'm going to be working on a few projects in the next few days that will be nice to have a bigger screen to work with, and then I can take my laptop upstairs to work a little bit further from the comfort of my bed. So I'm overall happy. And then too, I can even cast my my Nintendo Switch onto my computer screen, which will be fun. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. It's the worst time. I'm trying not to hiccup out loud. But anywho, yeah, so I'm excited for what's to come. It's just going to be a little bit busier, so I need my workflow to be seamless. I need it to be where it just happens really smooth. So this is the thing too. So I got a message from someone from another country, and I've had this before from the UK, and so this one's from Canada, and it's about the conversion rate of the $25 in their in their currency. And I understand that in $25 in Canadian, I forget what they use. Canadian dollars, euros is for UK. It's been so long. But either way, for theirs it's like 40 something odd bucks. And I completely understand that that's not doable for a monthly payment. I completely understand. But the only thing, and it's so unfortunate and I can't stand it, and I'm trying to figure it out, but right now I haven't landed on anything. And if you know like anything down below, it would be nice to get it in the comments. Because if you pay 40, I'm still getting 25 because it's going to convert back down to American dollars by the time it gets to me. So I can't discount it where you're paying $25, because then what I will get will be less than $25. And that means you would be paying less than other patrons, which naturally isn't fair for them either. So I got to figure something out. I am going to be adding tiers very soon. Like I told you guys in the beginning, I wanted to add tiers. I just didn't want to do it right away. And I'm honestly so glad I didn't, because I'm still learning how I'm going to distribute this box moving forward and like the different things that I want to offer. This month was Mother's Day month. So I gave extra of stuff because I have a lot of women in my group. I know a lot of you are grandmothers, moms, animal pet moms, and all these things. So I wanted to gift something that, you know, made you feel special. I love my ladies. I love treating my ladies. This is not, like, every box is not going to be this big. For one, I can't do that because I'll be exhausted. But on top of that, naturally, I would run out of ideas and burnout would happen every single month. And I still have to think about my Etsy shop. So I can't do this every single month. But each box will come with substantial things. It's just not going to be this many PDFs and this many this and this many that. But if I do give more PDFs, then I would balance that out with other, like, you know, you would get a smaller sticker book or whatever the case may be. You guys know I'm never going to let you down. You're going to have some awesome stuff. Like, I'm never going to do you where you're like, ah, this is terrible. Like, no, because I use my products on a regular basis. So the quality you want is the same quality I want. I'm going to make sure it's good. But anyways, like, I went all around the world and I forgot what I was saying. But basically the box is going to be good. Like, it's going to be good. But I want to come out with some tiers once I get adjusted to this whole entire setup, where maybe, you know, there's like, you get exclusive videos to me using those extra products from the boxes. You get a special discount on Etsy stuff. Maybe you get early access to some of the Etsy products. Maybe you get a sticker book a month that you get like a piece or something. We'll see. I'm not saying that these are the things that will happen, but this is just the idea where I offer a tier that's a little bit more palatable for people who are in other countries and stuff like that. But I stick to my guns. I cannot offer you this box in Etsy, because if I give you this box in Etsy, the value is going to be way too much money. It's going to cost too much. You have to think about how many things are in this box. The reason why I can charge $25 is because multiple people are buying it. So at the end, I break even very quickly and very easily where I can do this. But if I do it individually, then I have to consider every single item that's in the box and what the normal price for it would be. On top of that, I would have to consider Etsy fees, and none of that is cheap. So if you're looking at this box, for example, you have to consider how much my dashboard kits cost individually, how much the custom desk thing kits run individually. Go to my shop, look at the individual prices. It's not cheap. The checkouts for my ladies, when they used to go in, and they supported me, they used to go in, used to be in the hundreds, the high 80s, 40s, the 50s for simple stuff, and I did not like that, which is why I did this. So I can give you more at a lower price, but I'm still breaking even monthly, and it's a consistent amount of money. That way I'm not fluctuating so much on my bills and my portion, and I can make sure I give you guys quality, which was my biggest thing. So this worked out really well for me. But yeah, I really have to figure out first how Patreon works with the tiers and how we're going to do with the payments and stuff. But yes, moving forward to June, just kind of keep in mind that it will be my way of incentivizing you to changing your payment date to the 25th. That way, when the box drops, you're paying for it, instead of like you getting the box and then you pay for it later kind of thing, because naturally that's not ideal. So I will be doing it where if you, like I said, if you subscribe on the 26th, that's when you're going to get your box on the 26th, because that means your payment will come out. So I can see on Patreon when your payment has come out. Like I can see when you've paid, literally down to the hour. So once it's paid, I can literally go in, send you your Dropbox link, and you're good to go. So it won't be on the Patreon main page anymore. It'll just be a picture, and it'll state, you know, that the boxes are going out. Look at your payment date. That is when you will receive your box. And that's how we're going to do it moving forward. So this is the last time we'll be doing it like this. But yeah, I wanted to address those few things because I was just like, but anywho, like I said, you guys are getting all the angles. We're doing some screen recording here, because the lighting was just not on my side. It was just continuously and gradually getting darker. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like they're not going to be able to see anything. Oh, I love PNG inserts again, y'all. I love both. I love PNG and PDF inserts. I forgot how convenient, like a PNG insert can become a widget real fast. You see how I just did that? And popped it right on my monthly spread for my monthly dashboard so I can keep up with all of the stuff. That way I can copy and paste this into my budget section and just go about my business. So I wanted to ask you guys, do any of you use a supplemental like planning or productivity app along with your planner? Liz has been talking about Sunsana. I want to try it out, but I don't know that I want to commit to paying for something. And I know people use Notion, but Notion is just a little too involved in my opinion when I have my my Google Calendar and this, because I feel like my Google Calendar along with my digital planner is like the perfect setup, because I can access both of those on all of my devices without me having to do anything, because it's already signed in, so it's set. But I don't know, like, I don't know. Oh, also for the dashboard kits next month, I'm so sorry, I will make sure they are skinnier to fit over here for the Flex Planner. They were sized for Lord, I can't even think straight. I don't remember the 2023-2024 planner and stuff like that. So I am going to make the longer panels skinnier next month. That way, when you go to extend them, you don't have to do this. I mean, doing this is fine, though it looks pretty. But, you know, if you're new to the dashboard kit, you may not know. Also, I think for the dashboard kit next month, I might have some dashboards that are prearranged. That way you can just sit it on your page without having to do anything. Because I know some ladies, some love them, some don't. Also, if you're wondering how I'm getting my yearly perpetual calendar section for May showing up over there, when I took a picture of it with the square, I pinned it to the top, and I just minimize it and maximize it when I need to see. So I like to have it off to the side over there so I can see what's going on for the week or for the month as I'm going to plan in my month. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love Samsung products. I love the way that everything works so seamlessly. And when you're talking about digital planning, you just can't beat the convenience of it. It's just awesome. It's awesome. Sorry, you guys. I have to drink some water. My mouth is so dry right now. Normally, I try to make it through these without doing that, but I couldn't make it, y'all. Anyways, I know that the pressure is on for June. I'm so excited to make June's box. But at the same time, y'all, I'm going to ride this one out for a little minute. June's box is going to be interesting too because I'm going to be out of town. So I have to really play my cards pretty smooth here. I really would love it if you all could change your dates to the 25th or at least the 26th. That way when June comes and we do the whole new system, of course I'll take my laptop with me so I'll be able to see and work and stuff. But it just would be so nice if we cannot go into June where I'm making sure you guys are getting your boxes and stuff like that, because I'm not going to be home. Oh my gosh. I think we're supposed to be doing the San Diego Zoo and like all of these things. And my mom had mentioned that she wanted to do it. So if all goes planned, then we should be doing that. And then we're supposed to be taking the kids to the aquarium in here where we are. It's just a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up. God has been so good to my family. We have received so much increase. My husband has been working his behind off, and he has been doing the daggone thing. Actually, it's so funny. Oh my goodness. He was like, you were acting sour this morning. So I was just cranky because I was tired, honestly. But anyways, he bought me these gorgeous candles. They are so pretty. I will try to pop a picture of them in here right now. But they are so stinking cute. They are definitely going in my planner. I'm probably going to do it where I can remove the background off of them and have them in my memory keeper. Even though it's not May, I still want it in there. I'm going to try to use a memory keeper on a regular basis, and you guys will see me set up my memory keeper at the end of this video. But yeah, I want to keep up with those things. These icons, I used them for my full month, and I barely wrote anything on the calendar, and it was just peachy. Convenient. Also, I'm trying to get my laundry under control. It's crazy because I'm washing my son's clothes as we speak. Well, my husband put them in for me, but it's Tuesday and it's not even a wash day. But for May, I'm going to stick to my guns because I need to have it regulated. I swear I'm putting clothes up almost every day. I'm like, you guys. So, and it's like, it doesn't matter. You can buy more clothes. They're just going to go through them because they're going to get stuff on it, or he's going to pee through it, or whatever the case may be. Like, laundry is just nonstop. So I have to figure out a way to get it sorted in a way where it's like twice a week that I'm knocking it out. And I know that sounds impossible, crazy, and more than likely not going to happen, but a girl can dream. So anyways, yeah, I'm loving these icons. I don't regret making them, and I will probably be using them throughout the months because it's just one of those things where it doesn't matter what time of year it is. If you don't have to write in your planner and you can just copy and paste a sticker, you're living the life. It's good. It's all Gucci. The budgeting has been helping a lot. Committing to budgeting has changed the game for my family. We're aware of when bills are coming out. We're aware of how much the bills are. Because I kid you not, we were just blind doing it. Like, the money would just come out of the account and we just didn't even know. Like, we had no clue about anything. Stuff would just be flying out. And I'm just like, okay, what is going on? Like, we're not even aware. We're not tracking anything. We have no clue how much we're paying for half of these subscriptions. But just sitting down twice a week and looking at what has been paid, what is coming up, like, it has been a game changer. And I love it. I love it. I love it because, yeah, absolutely convenient. The kids' dental appointment, they are so funny. So I love my kids' pediatrician because it's got a dentist attached to it. So they go to the same location for both things. And we've been going there since my daughter obviously was a baby. That's the same place. We have not, like, that is the spot. Like, I love it. I don't care where we move. Like, that's where we're going to be. Unless, like I said, we move to where my daughter's schooling is, which that is the goal because they have a church. The schooling is in a church. And so it would just be very convenient to be near all of her little friends and everything, and my son as well because he'll be attending too. But anyways, so they put their appointment and on the same day. They always do it because they know their brother and sister, but the time frames are always trash. It's like, okay, so one goes in at 1:40, and if you've been to a dentist for kids, you know it takes freaking forever to wait, especially because this dentist, which is why I like it, you can go back there with your kids, and they take babies. So you can take your little one. They're trained to handle like the teeny tots. Not everyone does that, A lot of people don't handle young baby children. I was saying young babies and their teeth and stuff like that. Like if their 1-year-old birthday or something, like if you take them in, sometimes they'll let you know we don't do them because they're a little bit difficult and the parent has to come back. But with this place, you can go back. Oftentimes they pair my son and my daughter so that they can kind of go back at the same time. But every time they schedule it like this where it's awkward and then they go, oh, you guys are together. Well, we'll try to get them back in the same room kind of thing. And it's like, thank you. Yeah, because we'd like to leave because 1:40 and then at 2:40 with 2 kids. Sitting in an office. No. Granted, the area that it is in, like I said, we lived in that area and it's homey. There's like a Michael's over there and there's like parks. My son and my husband actually went to the park when my daughter had her pediatric appointment last week. And so it was cool because while he was at the park playing with daddy and doing the slides and playing with frogs and all that stuff, she was able to do her appointment and then they were able to come get us because it was super close to where we were and it was just like boom. But it still would be convenient if they could just have it all like in the same location. But anyways, so I'm just writing in stuff like for the month, like when certain things will be happening. I'm really like, now that I've been planning and doing this digital planning thing for over a year, I have a system that just really works for me. And I love it. And I notice that I get things done if I write it down in multiple locations. Most people are like, oh, you only need to write it down once. But if I write this on my month and I have it on my dashboard and I've written it on my week, I've written it down so many times that it's in my mind. Like this needs to happen at some point so I can check this off and be done with it. So I don't have to continuously write this down and move it across each month. Like no one wants to do that. So I was just like, yeah, like I love having this planning system like this. It's just so convenient. And I love the pictures that I did for this month. They're so bright. It's something about this kit that is very nostalgic to me. I'm a Southerner. I grew up in the South. Pictures like this, it reminds me of downtown Fayetteville. It reminds me of like hot summers. It's so just, yeah. I just love it. I love being a Southerner. I love living in the Bible Belt. I love being able to take my kids out and just going outside and getting dirty. Like I love stuff like that. Granted, I don't love getting dirty, but I like the idea of it because we're Southerners and I love it. I'm a proud Southerner. I really, really am. Some people say the South is slow as molasses, but it's really, I mean, I don't mind the slow pace, especially when you have a family. It's kind of a good thing. I have noticed that when I close out my months, I like to put a verse down here at the bottom where those that camera and that dress is. I've been doing that for the past 2 months, so I'm going to do it again for May. That's why I have that space like that where it's like, okay, what is she going to put down there? In between those two things will be a verse. It's just something I've been doing lately, and I really like it, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, this box, you guys have been so sweet. I mean, everyone who's seen the video, everyone who has actually gotten their box, I have not had a single complaint. Everyone is like, this box is stunning. And that's because I want to give you guys the best. You guys deserve it. You guys are awesome. I have the most amazing customers in the world. They've basically become my family. Like I said, I said it. If you've been with me from the very start of my channel, I said we're going to be a family. Just watch. Give me a minute. It will be a PGL family. It's going to be a thing. And it is. I have my PGL family, my ladies, and I go above and beyond for them because they go above and beyond for me. I have never in my life, I never thought that somebody would drop like $90, $160, $240 on my shop. Like never, ever. And so I'm like, no, we got to give back. I need to make sure my girls are good. Like this box, it's way more than $25, but you guys are worth way more than that, obviously. It's so funny as you see me sitting there waiting and doing that. It's because I was talking to Liz. Oh my gosh, she is a hoot. She hollers. She makes me holler. I be cracking up with Liz, chit-chatting on the, what do you call it, WhatsApp and stuff like that. We're actually going to be pulling a meeting because I'm trying to figure out these tiers. Like, oh my gosh. And yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. I want everyone to be able to get something exclusive. And if you can't afford $25, don't worry. I'm working on something. I'm trying to figure out the best way to keep this exclusive. The reason, this is what it is. Let me just be honest. What I don't want to happen is what I was doing before, where I had two separate things. So I had the deluxe exclusive and the exclusive deluxe. My whole point of this was to have, was to have one box, one shadoodle, one thing. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Ignore that. That's just from the screen recording. We're about to go ahead and set up. It was early in the morning. I got down here, not super early, it was 9 something. But I wanted to show you guys how I was going to set up my memory keeper, and I also needed to write in some stuff for my actual planner for today. It just kind of worked out that way. And too, in this video, you guys will see my son. My husband had brought him down from getting him ready from the morning for the morning and stuff. So he had his little teeth brushed and his little outfit on, and he just looked so cute. I forgot to pause the video, so I just grabbed him because he was so gooey and he just smelled so sweet, and I just love it. I love being a mama. I love being a mama. But yes, so I'm setting up the memory keeper for the month of May. And for my Etsy people, do not worry. I have products on the lineup. I'm trying to reformat the PGL sticker kits. So that's why I haven't dropped those yet, because I'm trying to reimagine them. You guys know I get bored very fast. So I've done quite a few styles of that specific setup. I don't like giving the same thing 1,000 times over. I like to really change it up. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy the monitor will be here because I'll be able to work on it on that. I like a big screen when I'm working on stickers and stuff like that. And then, of course, naturally, when I go upstairs to work, which I do that often, it's nice to have the laptop because, you know, obviously. But to have that monitor is going to be so epic. I'm so excited it'll get here tomorrow, too. I don't even have to wait that long. Oh, but look, we have another thing where because it's being delivered and it's expensive, I have to give a code again. So let's not let someone try and do what oh boy did, because that was stupid. And I ended up getting a full refund for that because he did not mark it as delivered because he couldn't, because he tried to steal it. So naturally they had to give me my money back, and they were like, you know, if you get your laptop, keep it, throw it away, or whatever the case may be. There goes my son. He wanted to plan. Oh my gosh, my baby. Just thinking about him, just like, oh my gosh. I love my children so much. He's like, let me show you guys how this works. This is what you do. You add more pages to the actual spread, and you really want to get in there, and you want to point as much as possible. Oh my gosh, you guys. So at one point or another, I want to do a giveaway on my channel, and not a digital giveaway. I want to do a physical one, but I have to figure out how that's done, the logistics, all of that stuff. But I want to give back to my YouTube channel as well. I'm always giving back to my ladies, but I've got almost 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and I know that I have some loyal subscribers who watch. They may not say anything, but I know they're watching because the views and the watch numbers show, and the payouts show on my YouTube. So I'm like, okay, obviously I've got some loyal folks. So I want to get in there and I want to give back. So it will be coming soon. I'm gonna try to arrange it. It'll have to be after June, just because May and June are gonna be kind of crazy. So I'm probably gonna do it during either July or August. We'll see, but definitely want to do that. And yes, I'm setting up this memory keeper and these pictures together on that pink with that little punch of yellow. It's just aesthetically pleasing to me, y'all. I love a good aesthetic spread, just absolutely stunning, something bright. It's that time of year where you want these colors. It makes you feel so happy. It reminds you of lemonade and strawberries and just good fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel excited. And that's what I love about this so much, this kit. And it's so funny because I remember sending Liz the patterns that I had chose, because she gave me a little timeline because I kept changing my mind. And so when she saw the pattern as it was, because obviously I turn it into all of these things, the pattern itself is just like flat. There's nothing to it at all. So when I sent it to her, she was like, oh, okay. Like, she liked it, but she was saying that it wasn't her favorite setup. But when she saw the kit, she was like, yes, girl, yes, I see now. It's like, yes, that's the thing I try to tell people who reach out to me or who talk to me about like their shops and they're trying to figure out how to do stuff. The biggest thing is that you have to have a natural talent for this, because people are going to buy what they find they like. So you have to have some kind of designing skills. You can't just go in and just say, I want to make stuff, and then get in there and you're making like not like that early 2000s quality stuff, like stuff that people can absolutely make themselves. You don't want to do that. You want to give them something that they look at it and they're like, dang, how did she do this? I am paying for it. I want this. I don't even care. It's gorgeous. I want it. Like the other day, because I like to admire other people's stuff. There's this, I forgot the shop's name, but she made the most adorable planners. And I was like, shoot, I want to buy one of these. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, you want to have a knack for this. You want to have some kind of design education, whether you've gone to school for art or whatever the case may be. You do want some kind of schooling. And if you can't get it traditionally, then there's plenty of sources online, but you need to learn how to design stuff first, because no one's going to want something that they can make themselves. Even if you use Canva, you still need to be able to transform the elements that you're using so that people still see it and say, I've not seen something like this, or it's so convenient and so beautiful that I need to buy it. Like, if you can't do that with your products, this may not be the field for you, because the competition is heavy, it's steep, it's hard. There's new shops opening every single day. It had me on my toes within the first year of opening my shop. I was nervous as heck because I was like, I don't really have a real group of people yet, and there's already new shops dropping, and I'm trying my best, and it's hard. You got to go in with competitive drive, and you have to have skill and an eye for this kind of thing, because you want to be able to create stuff that other people have not, and you have to niche down. So I know quite a few of you ladies have come to me, so you're trying to do a shop, or you got to niche down. You got to niche down, and then you got to niche down some more, and you need to have an aesthetic and stick to it. You can't please everyone's aesthetic. Not everyone's going to like your design style. When you find your design style, stick to it and perfect it. That's the only way that you're going to be successful, because you're going to love what you're making. If I was using designs and like kits and things like that I wasn't inspired by, it would show, because there wouldn't be anything inspiring about my work. This is still an art form. You know, those dashboard kits don't get born from me just cutting a pattern out. No, I have to go into Procreate and make those. I have to create clipping masks and do different linear burns and add different shadowing and stuff like that. Like, no, that stuff doesn't create itself. You got to have a passion. You have to have time. Like, it's a whole process. And, you know, of course, I support anyone who wants to go after their dreams. Just remember that something like this, you're going to make basically no money in the beginning, and you're going to have to put a lot more time in to make stuff that you're not going to make the return on in the beginning. And you're going to have to be passionate and patient, because like I said, there's a lot of people out here doing the same thing that you're trying to do. So you got to make sure that you stand out. But I love it. I'm feeding my son yogurt, but I'm also eating yogurt too at the same time. We're sharing it, because I knew he wasn't going to finish that cup. I was like, there's no way in the world this boy is going to eat all this yogurt. It was his breakfast time. So I had the little Chobani berries and cream yogurt, and then I did a little, the little kid bars at Target, the protein bars for kids in the morning, their little breakfast bars. I like those because they're packed with nutrition. Oh, there goes Liz. But they're packed with nutrition, and they're a good option if you are, like, you know, trying to do like a quick light breakfast or something like that. She's probably going in on me on that voice message like, you bought that monitor. We said we weren't going to buy anything. Look what you did. Nope, I couldn't wait. They had the pink one for under $500. I had to snag that thing because that thing had been over $500 for like the past few weeks. So when I saw that price drop, I was like, this is my moment. This is it. Gotta do it. Gotta go in. Gotta get it. But look, it's okay. My husband supports me. He's gonna pay half, so it's all good. It's all good. But anywho, y'all, this is me closing out, just setting up my little journal here. I'm probably going to be writing short prayers for like my day or things like that. This might be my morning prayer routine, just so that I can get it in the morning, because my evening routine is a little bit more involved and I can't really do it in the morning like I used to, because yeah, I like to really pay attention to what I'm reading and all that stuff. So this would be a great way to get a prayer in, do a devotional, maybe do scripture writing. Bridget from our group said she was going to do. Sorry, y'all, that's Alexa. But anyways, she said she was going to do this as a scripture writing spread. So I thought that was an awesome idea. So I might copy her. But yeah, I'm really, 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 really excited, y'all. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to unbox that beauty tomorrow. I have so many messages to answer because the new box, which comes with 1,000 questions and things like that. So I am off for the next few days. If you have questions, please try to leave them in an area where you think I'll see it, like underneath this video. Do not DM me on my private Facebook page, because I will not see it more than likely. Try to go to my business pages. Do not go to my Instagram DMs, because those are really designed for business inquiries, and honestly that's about it. So if you don't own a business, or you're not working hand in hand with me on YouTube, or if we're friends or something, please don't DM me a question on Instagram, because it probably won't even make it to my actual inbox. They normally separate those messages and I often do not see them. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support on my channel, on this box. I'm so glad that you guys like it. I love it. I had so much fun. If you are not a patron yet, I recommend you go to the description box below, hit the link tree to join the Patreon. And once again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to stay updated on all things new. And yeah, I will see you all next week. I will try to get back on my 3 videos a week filming schedule next week. So look forward for that. And once again, I will talk to you later. Bye.